Yeah, yeah. All right, welcome to No Filter Radio. It's your girl JesBlaze. We got the beautiful Black Orchid with us this evening. How are you, girl?
I'm good. I feel good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to have you here. I've been wanting to get you on for a while now, but I see you've been kind of busy. I didn't want to intervene in the energy. You know what I mean? I know you was on the road, so
No, it's all good. I appreciate it. You
yeah,
know.
there's a lot I want to talk to you about. Although I've been a low key fan, there's a lot of things I wanted to ask you about. There's been going on
Okay.
the music and stuff like that. We're gonna get into your single. Don't get me wrong, because I know you want to talk about that
Yeah. No worries.
foremost. But yeah, there's a few things I want to talk to you about. First and foremost, you're the founder of That's a Dope Sample.
hmm
Tell me about that.
So that's a dope sample is something that I had started about almost 4 years ago. I'm a sample head, so I like digging for samples and finding like samples in all different kinds of music. So I'd like research a sample and find the original sample and then edit these videos and put them together. So I've been just doing that on my Instagram. Like I made an Instagram page and I've been doing that for the last like almost 4 years now. And I love it. I love teaching people about samples and where they come from.
So how do you feel about this new thing that Kanye put out with these stems? Have you tapped into that yet, or what do you
I
feel
heard about it. I still
He made a shitload of
don't
money. Make that clear.
understand. Sorry?
He cleared. I said he made a shitload of money. We can make that clear first and foremost.
You did. What I do like though is that he had like direct access to his fans and they could just buy his stuff right from him instead of going to like a middleman and all that stuff and them getting a cut of the money. I do like that approach, but I think that stem hardware is kind of expensive. It's not really readily accessible to everybody, but it's fascinating though.
Yeah, $200 is a lot, but it's not a lot to some
Yeah.
people. Is people living comfortably, then it's nothing for them. But people who have children, have bills piled up, they may have to juggle. Should I eat and feed my kids, or should I just get this?
Exactly.
Sacrifice for this month, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's clever, you know what I mean? Obviously, he's always going to come out with something new and something that's going to wow people, but it's good to hear from someone like yourself who's in that kind of field, to hear what you think about it as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing, NFT, yes.
Yeah.
Like an NFT bombshell. You heard me bragging about you on Facebook. They were like, "Who is
Yeah.
that?" I'm not talking about her. Look her up. Search her and stream her music while you're at it.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Wow. Well, how that all happened, it was kind of crazy.
First, can you explain to people, because I am like the one person that needs like NFT for dummies? Because every time somebody tries to introduce me to it, I literally catch a migraine and a headache, and I want to understand it, and I can't wrap my head around it. So please, if you just feel like
I guess the basic way I can explain it is think of it as like a digital collector's item that you only have like the certificate of authenticity for, but it's digital,
But
right?
say you technically still don't own it.
I mean, well, kind of yes and no. You own that signed copy of that particular item, but you don't own like the rights to it unless the person gives you like, say it's a song or something and they want to give you a percentage of the royalties for it as a utility. Then they can do that, but they don't have to.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how did you get into it? How did you fall
So
into
I got into it through a friend of mine, 𝗪𝗓 She's an artist here, well, an amazing artist here from Toronto. And she had told me about it. And, I started just diving into it, getting involved in Twitter, just listening to people on Twitter Spaces and researching for my own self. And then we were networking in a Twitter space one day, and her and Alan Kingdom, who was another amazing artist, I think he's in Minnesota, and they collabed, and she asked me for a beat. I sent one over. next thing you know, they cut a record in a couple of days, and then the next thing you know, the next week they put it up for auction, and the next day, yeah, it was, they placed it at 3 ETH, which was about 9 grand. And then a bidding war occurred until it went up to like 4.4 ETH, which is about like $11,000. And that was it. Murder She Wrote. The song sold for that much, and I was pretty shocked that that happened. And I'm like, wow, look at that.
Awesome. Congratulations. Seriously, yeah. Congratulations. That must be awesome to wake up to, huh?
It is, it just, because I've been doing this music thing for a very long time. And, just to see that there's a new outlet for my music, and that there's a community there of people that really appreciate what you do. I mean, the money is great, but the community part is the best thing for me,
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I'm so happy. I saw that. I was like, oh, she's my Facebook friend. I said I know her to an extent. But I'm gonna act like I know her. No, that's super awesome. Like, super congratulations.
Thank you.
Beginning, consider it just the beginning. You know what I mean? It's the beginning. 22 on top of that. You know what I mean? We're only in February and you're already making moves.
I know. It feels like
you don't even have to speak anything to existence, because everything is just like naturally blossoming for you, as it should. Hard work pays off. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm so grateful,
Yeah, definitely. And you produce your own tracks too, right?
Yeah, the majority of the stuff I do produce. If I don't, then I have an amazing producer that I work with. Actually, a group of producers that I work with, mostly out of Jamaica. We call ourselves The Solution, and me and mostly a producer named SOS Dynamics, we collab together a lot. So a lot of my music that's going to be coming out lately is mostly a collaboration between him and I.
Wow.
And yeah, so
that's so cool. I just came back from Jamaica.
Yeah,
I didn't want to leave.
I know. I could use some warmth and sun right now. It's a pinch right now, man. It's straight gummy right now.
Positive right now, just so they could keep my ass for an extra 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I didn't want to.
Right.
That's so beautiful. But you telling me that you're dealing with people in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I was grateful enough to meet some guys out there who were in music also, and they do beats as well. So I would love to connect you with them. That would be so dope.
Yeah,
this is one guy. He's a producer and an artist. His name is Formula One.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to tap in with that for sure.
Yeah, I'm always connecting people, especially if I see like, oh, I know that you guys would work good together. I was like, I have to introduce you guys. You know what I mean? Because you never know what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super dope. So this single.
Yeah.
I felt how excited you were through the post.
I am. I'm very excited about it. It's something that I've been working on since last November. Mm-hmm. The funny thing of how it came about was I was actually working on some music for Lush Cosmetics.
Okay.
And I was making some beats and I was putting this beat together. I'm like, nah, this is too good to give to them. Maybe I should write something, And,
yeah.
I wrote a song about this guy I like, but our schedules don't really allow for us to be together right now. So I figured it would be a good way for me to express how I felt about him.
Yeah.
And also on a deeper level, based on the cover of the single, it's more speaks also to the technology and the future, and how we have things like artificial intelligence controlling our lives, right? So I'd figured that I would be the artificial intelligence in the devices that we use personified, and what would happen if they would fall in love with us, So it's kind of what my song is about in a nutshell,
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, we're about to get into it. I'm excited to hear it. I heard part of it, but I wanted to hear it like louder.
Yeah.
Huh? I think you're doing Alexa. Give me 1 second. I want to put it on right now.
Yeah, no worries.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna set that up for you right now. But yeah, so you're originally from Toronto, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
dope.
born and raised there.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I always wanted to go out there to Canada. Awesome.
Yeah, you should. You know, it's better when it's warmer though. But sorry.
Is it true that the air is different too?
You know, based on me living in the States and living here, I do feel like the air is different. The food is different. Yeah.
Yes, that's a lot more hygienic than us dirty ass New Yorkers. I'll be the one to say
it. We have our dirty ways too, but for the most part, they keep the roads and places clean out here.
That out here, it's a struggle to keep. I look at people and I just like, don't litter. I'm like, oh gosh. It's terrible. But yeah, I hope to go out there one day. And they having this whole shutdown with the convoys out there.
Yeah, those guys out there.
How is it out there for you guys as far as like food wise?
Well, I don't know how to really approach that, to be honest with you. Like the way I look at it as it's a bunch of people who are upset that they're not getting their way, so they want to make a fuss about it, but they're disrupting, you know,
a whole lot of people's lives
with what they're doing. So right, everybody has a right to protest, but you know, to what extent are you going to do it to the point you're going to disrupt people's lives? I don't know.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, I totally get it. There's other manners in getting it done and making it
exactly.
Especially if you have so many people behind you. You know what I mean?
Right.
To put up that type of fight.
Right.
I mean, yes, I guess because we're in this day and age, it's like a free for all, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a crazy time with the pandemic and everything, and people's mental states are not at their greatest right now. So any little thing will make them snap, you know?
Oh, yeah. Everything is a trigger. Everything. You got it? You got it? No? What's on? I have it. All right, we're going to get into this right now. Put that up there. All right, this is called I'll Go.
Yeah.
Black Orchid. Tune in.
You know for a fact that I'm in love with you. And I ain't going nowhere cause I'm alright for you. I will do anything. I will do anything. For your love, never enough. For your love,
summer song. It's a jam. It's like cruise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you.
I will do anything. I do. I will do anything. I go.
Yes. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Too. Like that chorus is gonna be stuck in my head now.
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh, and you did a damn good thing at doing that. God, I really like it. It's super dope.
Thank you very much.
I'm
Appreciate it.
I can just picture myself sitting back, chilling, smoking my little spliff to it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's really dope. It's really,
Thank you.
Really dope. Are you doing a video for it?
Yeah, I plan to. I plan to do that, and I plan to do like a NFT drop associated with it too after it's released. So look out for that.
Sweet. That's super dope. I'm happy. Yeah, and it's one of these songs, and this is the type of music that I appreciate from independent artists, and I can't say this with a lot of independent artists, unfortunately. I appreciate songs that I can say, I want to play that song back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to hear that again. Well, I'm not tired of hearing that song. Or now, like when I put it on in my rotation or my station, I'm like, I can't wait for that song to come on. You know what I mean? It's one of those. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that song. And I can't wait
to shout out my mentor.
Yes, definitely.
Right. I got to shout my mentor out. He helped me write and produce the song because at first I didn't really have much words in the hook, but he helped me formulate the words in the hook so it'll be easy for people to remember. So shout out my mentor Jay for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The voice is soothing too. That's what I'm saying. I would love to just put it on repeat. It's one of those types of, you know what I mean? Don't worry, by the end of the week I'll be reciting the whole song.
Thank you.
So have you came to the States? Have you gone to New York?
I haven't been in a couple of years. I used to go to North Carolina a lot because I have family there. But I lived in Philly. I've lived in California for 3 years. I lived in North Carolina. I've been to Hawaii. Where else? I've been to Las Vegas. I've been all around the place, but I haven't been in a long time.
Okay, well, you're not missing anything in New York. So. A bunch of rude ass people. Shout out to Strong Jewel. I ain't throwing radio. She in the building right now.
What's up?
Yeah, you're definitely not missing anything. So. Crabby ass people.
I have to come down there anyway because there's a lot of people that I work with that are there, especially in LA. Shout out to the girl. Then I have to come out that way and do some work.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you do something, let me know. We'll catch up.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. But like I said, I'm really excited for everything you have going on. I said before, I was a low-key fan. I didn't want to be like no stalker or Facebook stalker.
I know. I appreciate it.
I'm already restricted on Facebook. I don't know why, but they keep restricting me. But
that's so weird.
they have all these little censorships on Facebook, and I tell people all the time, I'm like, with all the nonsense that we see on social media, you know what I mean? And they choose. This is where you know that they picking and choosing censor. You know what I mean? But this is the world that we live in now.
Right.
But yeah, please let everybody know how they can follow you and listen to your music.
Yeah. I can be found on Twitter and Instagram as I am Black Orchid. BLKIAMBLK. KORCHID. I have a SoundCloud where I do like remixes. You can listen to my playlist on there. I'm all over the place. You can subscribe to my YouTube.
Are you on TikTok yet?
Sorry? Yeah, I am on TikTok.
Also, has anybody done a duet with you yet?
Not yet, but that would be fun.
Like I said, to the end of the week when I master these words to this song, and I'll be going with you, boo.
All right. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be dope. I can see a lot of chicks reciting that song on TikTok.
Yeah.
Coming up with some old dance that they be coming up with and stuff.
Right.
This crazy stuff. I can't even keep up with what they do.
I know, right?
Like I know the WAP, like that's what I grew up on.
Me too.
That's as far as I go. Shout out to the building.
Right.
But yeah, one more thing. Black Orchid, how'd you get your name?
I actually was researching names to name myself like back in like 2004, and I came across like, where was it? I think I Googled it, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty interesting that that they exist because they're rare and they're unique, and I figured that described me pretty well, and it stuck, so that's how I got my name.
It's unique, and then the way you spell it too,
Right. That only came recently to shorten it because there are a couple bands. There's a band actually that shares that same spelling with the black all out, so I had to change it to differentiate myself between them and myself.
It looks that way, honestly. I think it's more fitting, especially you as a woman. It looks more feminine. You know what I mean?
Right.
More feminine that way. But yeah, I love your whole vibe. I love your music. I'm a fan.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Send me some music every time you get some music.
Yeah, I can send you a lot. I got a couple singles out already, and I got a lot of amazing music coming. I have an album coming out soon that I'm working on, so you guys can look out for that. So yeah,
definitely. Please keep me in contact. Tag me if you have to tag me or whatever.
Definitely.
I'll send you everything but my social, unless you're gonna claim me and then send me that money.
Yeah, no worries.
But yeah, it's been a pleasure. You are awesome. I wish you nothing but the best, which I know is gonna happen.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure speaking with you, sis.
Yes, this is the beginning of many beautiful things that are about to happen for you. Definitely. Black Orchid, she is here. Make sure y'all go follow her and tune in to I'll Go. It's a dope song. Shout out to everybody that checked in today. Rav,
Thank you.
Strong Jewel, Rich, I appreciate y'all. And we here, Black Orchid, and we'll definitely keep in contact. All right, sis?
Yeah, of course.
All right, sis. Take care.
All right. Peace.
All right. Later. All right, y'all. That was Black Orchid. Shout out to her. Her music is so. Did you like the song? You liked it, right? It was dope. You can listen to it. All right. So everybody wants me to talk about this Bel-Air shit. And something came in my cup. Wait for a few people to jump in. But yeah, I don't like Bel-Air. Let's make that clear. And the reason why I do not like Bel-Air is because I grew up on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And matter of fact, wait, I have to tag a few people that wanted to join in on this conversation. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me put some elevator music on while y'all wait. Music is so generic, right?
Slam me on the drum.
I had to use the restroom. Sorry. All right, we back, y'all. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna be talking about this whole Bel-Air situation, the show. I mean, I'm not crazy about it. To each their own. If you like it, I love it. I personally, I don't like it. Um, I grew up on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air from back in the days. I just don't understand why they called it Bel Air. I felt like they could have called it something entirely different. The show is not really much like of what the show that we grew up on, with the consideration of them having the same characters, and the characters don't even look like they're the same characters from before. You got Carlton that looks like an African guy. He turns out to be a cokehead. Will is just more on a, he's more serious and more on the joking, playful side that he was when we were watching that. And I get it, it's a reboot and everything like that, but I just feel like they could have named it something entirely different other than Bel Air, and not saying that it's a reboot from a show that us 80s babies grew up on, and we know. You know what I'm saying? It didn't intrigue me. I watched the 4 episodes. Even the way they're talking is crazy. Uncle Phil don't look nothing like himself. What else? Oh, they leveled up. What's the butler's name? Jeffrey. He's not a butler no more. He's the manager. He's a quote unquote manager. It's just a nicer way of saying that he's still a butler. He just has more say so because I guess there are more people working there, whatever the case may be. The house is 10 times bigger than the fucking house that they had in the show. They had like 10 cars in front of the crib. Where they get them shits from? What else? I'm just not a fan of it. It didn't wow me. I don't think I'm gonna go back and watch the other episodes. I can't even say I will watch them for shits and giggles because I'm just not. It's not entertaining for me. I'm surprised I went through those 4 episodes as it is, but I just don't feel like it should be or it should have been named Bel Air, especially with what we grew up watching. Yeah, it told the story in the beginning and how he got in trouble or why he got in trouble and why they shipped his ass to, to his uncle's house and stuff, or to his aunt's house rather. But it just wasn't appealing to me. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was too serious. Way too serious. And their dialect and the way they're speaking, I'm just like, bro, like, where is this coming from? I get it being 2022, but why do you have to call it Bel Air? Why? If y'all like it, speak on it. Let me know why y'all like it. A lot of people are like, oh, it's great, and it's a great remake, and this, that, and the third, or whatever. And I'm like, but y'all not seeing the weirdness and how they just did a whole with the story and the characters. Like we're over all these people that are in the world and all these actors and shit like that. And you mean to tell me you couldn't get actors that looked like the actors who were before? You know what? I don't doubt it now that I think about it because they done went through like how many Hillarys? Hillary started off mad dark, and the last Hillary was like damn near a Caucasian woman. So maybe I don't know. Maybe those cast members, the people that find cast members, maybe they just suck at finding people that are actors to be a part of the series and the show or something like that. I don't know. But either way, I'm not a fan of it. If you are, more power to you. Continue watching and supporting it. I'm not a hater. I just personally am not a fan of that show. Same way I don't watch Power. And what's that other show? There's another show that you guys are going crazy for. I don't watch Power. I've never seen an episode of Power, nor do I ever intend to see an episode of Power. I have no interest in Power. I'm good. I'm not watching that show. Yeah, I have that. I'm good. But either way, had a great interview with Black Orchid. Like I said, make sure y'all go follow her music. Her new joint, I'll Go, comes out this Friday. Make sure y'all stream that. It's going to be on all streaming platforms. You can also follow her on Instagram at I am Black Orchid. That's BLK, not the whole word, but it's BLK Orchid, ORCHID. Make sure y'all go follow her. Her music is dope. She has a lot going on. Like I said, get to know her, tap in, and if you want to work with her as well, make sure you tap in with her as well. And yeah, shout out to everybody that tuned into the live. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know. No Filter Radio. We here. Same time, same place every week. Later, y'all.